put out a call to say, hey, I'm looking for people to be part of what I hope to be a movement on this campus to assist black men in supporting them towards graduation. Very much like Dr. Jackson mentioned, and I want to thank you for your message, by the way, because to talk about SOB is to talk about what it means to be excellent. We came up with a plan about 3 years ago. We met for almost a year talking about what the issues on this campus were for black students, what we needed to do about it. And it was pretty disenchanting at first, because while I thought that if I told everyone on campus that only 1 in 10 of y'all gonna make it to the sophomore year, it would be pretty easy to garner the support of everybody on campus. However, from week to week, we started off with just me, Josh, David, and Joe DeBose. But that eventually grew. We started seeing more faces. And as we came up with our plan of what it means to be excellent, we defined that as black men graduating. Changing the narrative from 1 in 10 black males will not make it, well, 1 in 10 will only make it to their sophomore year, to a narrative that says black males will graduate from this institution at about 90%. And finally, more closer to SOB and bound to our principles, is to create a culture of proactive leadership, accountability, self-discipline, intellectual development. And when we talk about what that looks like, it looks very much like what we've been doing for the last couple of years now, almost 3. Every week, every Thursday, we're talking about an issue that's intrinsically related to our community, our plight, our interest. We have speakers come in, talk about what it means to be a college graduate and how that happened. And even more to the point, we got black men getting together and saying, hey bro, let's study. And matter of fact, stop playing that game. We're finna go over to the library. So when we talk about accountability, self-discipline, what that looks like is what these black men in the room look like. And I don't want to leave my sisters out, because I'm guaranteed some of y'all were helpful in getting some of these brothers in the room. So I just want to take it off. But what that also looks like is these black men who I'm going to tell to stand up in a second. If you graduated this semester or this summer, stand up, please. Stand up. Ladies and gentlemen, that is what SOB looks like. Now, Josh, stand back up. Chris, stand up. Kenny, stand up. David, stand up. For those of you who've been around for a little while, I'll say Josh has been our de facto president. Josh, was never the person who wanted to stand up and say, I'll be president. But part of the success of the people that are in this room is part of Josh. Yes. But then when I put the call out to say who's going to lead this chapter, David was the first to raise his hand. So David, I want to thank you. Handing the baton off to Chris. Chris is, as all of you know, is probably one of the most stellar cats in this university. And I want to thank you. Having since taken the reins, Kenny has come in and has performed beyond all our beliefs. We had high expectations for Kenny. Everybody knows Kenny came in rough around the edges. But nobody in this room who has known Kenny for these last couple of years can say Kenny is anywhere near rough around the edges.